Hey guys, it's Kristen. It is August 24th, 3:11 p.m. here in Kuwait. You already know where. Okay, so I was feeling myself today. My hair feels like 80s, so I put on my mom's. See, I don't even mean to do that. They should sue themselves. I'm trying not to do that. Yeah. So, anyways, I put this on because it's my mom's and it fits. Like it didn't fit last time I put it on last year. It fit, but it still wasn't like fit, if that makes sense. It didn't like button all the way like it did, but didn't. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It does now. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really just in a great mood and just happy. So I hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing great just with myself. I fucking love life. I'm living it, just loving the moments of all of it instead of like looking at the things that are not there or not yet there or don't have or whatever. Yeah. So I know I said I was probably not going to be on this week, which is actually surprising. I don't feel bad. I feel in and out of fatigue at different times during the day. So I just kind of, I've been sitting a lot with myself, writing, listening to God's spirit on what they're trying to tell me at this time. I did want to say, because I did write, I had a freaking weird dream last night or this morning. I think it was this morning. This morning I had a weird dream. It was, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It was a weird dream. But I woke up and I wrote down, for some reason I was thinking about the dream, and then the song came up. So I don't know if somebody's sending me a song or something, or if it's for someone else, but we all know white. Well, maybe not everybody knows Whitesnake, but you know, here I go again, and then it was 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. 2 days ago, Mr. Big, I'm the one who wants to be with you. Yeah, that song came up. And then I was literally just figuring out how I was doing this and about to start this because I was going to pull up my astrology chart and kind of show some things real quick. And, that every rose has its thorns came up. So, and I was talking about, like, I felt like, in your fear commitments or you fear being hurt because you've been hurt a lot in your life. But every person has their, flaws, baggage, mistakes, thorns, it's life. So you can be scared. That's okay. We all have our own shit that we deal with. So I don't judge anybody. But just try to understand that if you don't go for what you feel you want or you should, or you're being pulled to, it's kind of one of those things. You can always do what if, or stop thinking about what if it doesn't work, or what if it's not that What if it's what's the word? Mercury retrograde, dude. What if it's too good to be true? Shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, stop thinking that. It's better just go for it than actually sitting there, what if, and actually understand if you're being pulled to something, you just do it. You may be uncomfortable. That's what unknown is. Like, going into the unknown is uncomfortable. That's how you grow. That's how you learn. That's how you're supposed to go through life. You're not supposed to always sit in comfortability. There's, like I said, there's seasons and times for that. But you'll know when those times are when they come to you. Maybe some people don't. But for me, I get shown, I get pulled. Like, it's not something, it's not logical. This is a time, especially what Neptune is retrograde. Well, we got what, 5 retrogrades right now? So no, like, these planets are not moving, or very slowly moving. They're going backwards. So a lot of people are feeling like nothing is moving forward, nothing is working the way they want it to, but you got to look at it differently, because we're moving into a part of life that's not going to be how we've always known it is. That makes sense. So what we've been projected our whole lives, especially millennials, Gen Zs, maybe we'll do Gen Zs. I would say even Gen Zs, honestly. What we've been projected, shown, told, like, oh, this is success, this is failure, this is what women do, this is what men do, this is what you should have, like the nice house, nice car, nice things, whatever. Like, we've been lied to. All us been lied to. And made us look outside for things that inside we would feel a void of something. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own things they've gone through in life. So whatever that void is for people, that's what you would go look outside for. And you look in that in relationships or people or friends, and it was all a lie. If you are not awake yet, not trying to force people to wake up, not trying to make people believe anything I'm saying. The system we've always known is not going to be anymore. Pluto hits Aquarius fully next year, November. We're going to be living a life we haven't seen yet. So actually going for things right now that you feel is right, you feel you should, or being pulled to, not logically, intuitively, spiritually, inside, higher self, whatever you want to, whatever you works for you. That's who's going to win the race with that. You're gonna have a lot of people who were the leaders when you see Pluto and Capricorn. Here was like 2008. Not saying all of the leaders that become a leader are going to not be one in Pluto and Aquarius. I'm saying you saw a lot of leaders and things happen where it's formed, like where we're at now, especially with money wise, how the mail comes in, how we pay our bills, how we all live our life. It's that. That's all changing. People can feel it. Maybe not everyone. But yeah. So Mercury went retrograde yesterday. I've been feeling it because yesterday I was trying to do, yesterday I was trying to do some card readings, like tarot, because I'm learning how to do that because I've been interested in that, but now I'm like studying and learning it. I can do it for myself because I intuitively can know for myself without actually studying it. But for other people, I need to study a little bit more with that. Maybe I might do that late, sometime. We'll see. I don't know what happens. I'm just kind of flowing through. I just seeing where the universe takes me. I'm not worried about it anymore. I feel good. I feel like content. I've worked really hard on myself, on the things that needed to die. A lot of people are having a hard time with that used to know me, or having a hard time understanding me right now. That's fine. Maybe in asking kind of like, what's going on with you? Why? I'm not that girl anymore. Not that girl anymore. She's dead. She's dead. She's not coming back. She's not ever coming back. So some people are having a harder time than others accepting it or taking it. I've had to kill a lot of things, not like physically, but definitely mentally, emotionally, maybe even spiritually. And my psyche had to kill it. And so, yeah. Anyways, I don't even know why it does its own thing. We're not doing it on purpose. Anyways, I did want to show, oh, hold on. I got to do a screen share real quick. So I always fuck this up. Share. Okay. So some people are like really weird about their chart. They're like, oh, I don't want to have my chart out and I want to have my stuff out because people can use it against me. If you believe that, fine. I don't believe that. I've got powerful ancestors that wouldn't allow that bullshit. So I show mine to kind of give people a different perspective, like in my way. So I like talking about my chart, not because I'm talking about me and like because I want to talk about me. I talk about my chart so people are trying to study their own. They can maybe understand a little bit. If you have maybe some of the same things like me, you can get a feel for that, I guess. But yeah, anyways. And plus it's just fun. I like doing it. So, and I haven't done it in a while either. So that's fine. Okay, so this is my birth chart. I had a astrology reading. The last one was last year from someone who used to be in Hollywood. Had done quite a bit of prominent people. Somehow, actually, not even say somehow. It works. That's just like my life. Like, anyways, like him and I were supposed to meet, talk about this. I didn't get this until today because I've been actually looking at it. Because if you look at your North Node, you can find out kind of where you're heading, where you're going, what good and bad, you know what I mean? So you can also look at your south node. I don't know why my south node is not pulling up at all here in this. It's very weird because my south node in the first house is with Lilith and my ascendant. So it's really interesting why that's not showing up there. I guess I should have put it in there, but I don't know why the south node. Anyways, the south node, what most astrologers would say is your past life. So your past life, what you're bringing in. So what you're already have mastered, right? So you usually bring that in this life and you master that, but your north node is where you're supposed to go towards and what you're doing in this life. And that's different for everyone because everyone has a different chart. And every sign was different things, degrees, aspects with different planets. It all is different. It's not all the same. So it's a complex thing, but it's not. It's, how do I say this? I'm someone who like looks at patterns and strategies on things. So that's why I like astrology. It helps me find patterns and strategies to not only myself, but for other people, collective. And you can see that here, Vesta is considered with strategies. You can use that as maybe that if you want to. I have my Jupiter here, which obviously I find that out in the fourth house, which is for home, family, roots, past, ancestors, whatever you would want to call it. And Jupiter is a form of expansion. It can mean law, civil. Got my Pluto here in the sixth house. Scorpio. My Vertexo is in my fifth house. Okay. So I got North Node and excuse me, I got North Node and Pallas here. And people also say, I don't know if this is, it depends on how you want to look at it. Astrologers, they all look at things a little bit differently. And you can look at your chart and you can discern on what you feel is right for you, like what works for you. You can have someone say, oh, this is what I see, but you can look at it and you can easily be like, oh, it's this. This is what that means. It's different for everyone. But I have my seventh house in Capricorn. It's a North Node and Pallas. Uranus, Neptune, and Ceres. People also say like your seventh house is what you look for in a partner, like a spouse, I guess, a partner, or even business partner. But mainly partner, because business partner would be mainly like the sixth house, I would assume. But don't take my word for it, because I've been learning astrology for 4 years now. Not a professional astrologer, but I have done a lot of research. I still do. I learn more stuff every day with astrology. So I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Anyways, back to where I was talking about the astrologer I was talking to last year. He was going through my chart and he said something of the lines of, you're a Capricorn warrior. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. They didn't really explain to me what that was, but I was like, okay. And I tried to figure it out. And I was researching this today because I saw something about North Node and I was like, yeah, I need to look on that. I don't know why I haven't looked on that part yet. I think I did, but maybe I forgot. I don't know. Either way. So I have North Node conjunct Pallas. So it's different. You can look at your chart. And like I said, how I started to learn was I would pull up my chart and it can tell you, there's certain places that can tell you if it's conjunct, opposing, square, trine, sextile, semi, square, sesquiquadrate, in conjunction, biquintile, quintile, you know, they all mean different things. So if you don't know astrology, just yeah. Anyways, I want to pull this up real quick because it was, what is this? Neptune and Pluto. Oh no, why did I say Pluto? That's weird. Neptune and Pluto. That's fucking weird. Huh. Why did I say that? Pluto. Maybe because I pulled this up and I said Neptune stairs, but Neptune and Pluto. Maybe someone has Neptune and Pluto that's watching me. I don't know. Let's see real quick. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna look for the, what is it? North Node conjunct Pallas natal. So this is what I do. Here, hold on. Let me pull this back up. So am I still? No, I'm not. Okay. Anyways, this is what I do. I'll pull up, excuse me, North Node conjunct Pallas natal. So if it's my natal chart, or if you're looking at synastry, I'll put synastry something or composite if I'm trying to look for something or just to learn more, you know. Yeah, so North Node indicates our life direction and purpose, show our true goodness, urge for justice and wisdom, wants your attention. That's, I'm not gonna lie. So here we go. I think it was this, maybe. You may feel, okay, here we go. Let's look at, you may feel divinely guided to pursue your mission and your goals, seeing it as your purpose to mentor or lead others. Your cause is never just political or progressive. It is instead based on a deep conviction that you are doing what you must to fulfill your mission in this lifetime. You may feel an epic charge to participate in a major movement or campaign that may push you outside of your comfort zone, but will also help you complete your sense of destiny. Your strategies are never about you or your ego needs, yet they're oh my gosh, yeah, they are about your sense of purpose and destiny. You don't seek fame or power, but your sense of identity is shaped by your mission. That you may have no formal training or established background, you may find that every aspect of your life has prepared you for the mission on which you embark. I'm just saying, if you don't believe in astrology, I can't make people believe in astrology. It's stuff like this where it's just, it blows my mind. That's why I like astrology. I'm like, holy fuck. That's crazy. So yeah. What else was I gonna say? There was something else. But yeah, so basically, let's see here. Who's Pallas Athena? So Pallas Athena is Zeus's daughter, right? So Zeus's daughter, and with Jupiter, right? And Jupiter. So yeah, the head of Zeus, Jupiter, a fully formed female warrior associated with creative intelligence. You can read all that. I don't have to read all of that. But yeah, you can pause it and read if you want to. This ability to see patterns and concepts. Yep, you can tweak it and enhance it in heart, manipulate it. Side, so we see influence on the Libra side, balance in the masculine, the feminine. Placement is also where we're likely to see where the feminine is implemented in favor of the masculine. Just like by society. That's funny. But yeah, I just thought it was really cool. I think it's really cool. You look at that. Let's go back here. So I'm in the seventh house. Seventh house is business partnerships, relationships. So like lovers, friends. 10th house would be like your career. Got Mercury there, like an Aries. Yeah, it's crazy because when I had geez, these words are just not want to come out. When I had the conversation with this astrologer, I'm going to stop sharing now because, you know, if you guys want to go back and look at it, you can look at it. But I didn't understand yet what he meant by like, I sort of understood what he meant by Capricorn warrior, but I was like, okay, what is that? Like, what is that supposed to mean? Oh God. So, and I looked at that today with the Palace and Athena, and I was like, hey, that's my North Node. I felt like a mission. I have to do it. That's how to feel my purpose and destiny. It's in the seventh house, which also Capricorn is related as with unity, one, like everyone. Capricorn is known as like a hard, I would say Capricorn is a hard worker. Capricorn. There's a lot more that goes into Capricorn. I guess I could look that up. Hold on. Let me see Capricorn. Just look up like the things I pull up for Capricorn. Persistent, practical, sensitive, hardworking, overachievers who make success look effortless, even though they put a lot of time and care into their careers and relationships. That's a damn truth. If I've ever read it myself. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I want to read that. No, I don't want to read. I'm gonna actually go into. Okay, here we go. Cardinal sign, Earth, element Earth, ruling planet, Saturn. Full-grown adult since age 6. The responsible friend, motivated by duty, takes a while to warm up to people, represses any emotion that gets in the way of success. Famous Capricorns, let's look at this. Martin Luther King Jr., Elvis Presley, Timothy, how do you say his name? Chalamet? I don't know. Dolly Parton, Edgar Allan Poe. Interesting. Huh. So Capricorns are masters of discipline, wringing of hands. Capricorns are often called workaholics. I can see that. So when a Capricorn is in a position of power, they are most stable. When they're put in a position where they have to cater to someone else's agenda, they become a little unhinged. That's funny. Capricorns have a can-do attitude, both matriarchs and the champions. They're the guardians and the judges, the team captains, chief of chiefs, general, the leader. But even as they lead the charge, Capricorns can feel like the loneliest people in the world. They wish to be completely self-sufficient because they are so scared of depending on others. Damn. Yeah, Capricorns do not want your mess. They admire other people who are self-sufficient, who inspire them in some way. Capricorns are motivated by respect. That's funny. They will be impressed if you can speak to technical details of philosophical matters in depth. That's interesting. It says they're more interested in people who are guarded, not overly emotional or dramatic. People who are more even keeled. Yeah, Capricorns are attracted to people who share the same values as them, or at least respect those values. That makes sense. Yeah. I think it's more of a, I mean, that pretty much sums it. And that goes for, it's different for everybody, like in their chart. So if you're looking at your chart, you can look at which house it's in. It's different, and the sign is also different. So I just put mine out to explain it because it's really interesting, because I like showing that to people, because it's like I'm doing exactly what my chart is literally showing. I follow where I'm supposed to go. And Capricorn is I've in 7th houses unity with not only like business partners, friends, family, lovers, it's like everyone. So now I understand the word of a Capricorn warrior. It's because my Pallas is with North Node, Pallas with the female warrior, Capricorn warrior. I don't know, it's just my I just, but yeah, I think that is true. And they say like they feel like the loneliest people in the world. But I don't think that's really as true. I feel like I have, because I have a lot of Pluto and Scorpio. If you are ruled a lot with Scorpio, whether that's sun, moon, rising, Venus, Pluto, and even Saturn, I would say you have this intensity and power that a lot of people are either turned on by or they're turned off by. It's not, usually it's not in between, it's one or the other. It's and people that have Scorpio in their chart can feel more sensitive, or we have more, just more feelings and sensitivity and depth than other people. And so it makes us feel more alone, even though we're not, or we may not be. But also it makes us look like we got it all together. Like because it's not like we do. I mean, we can do it and we're doing it, but it's kind of like we have to, like, no one else is going to do it, so we do it. And it's not like we want praise. We don't want praise for it. We just want, like, hey, I'm proud of you. You're doing fucking awesome. You're killing it. But also because we look like we can do it all on our own and do all this stuff, not a lot of people help or support, or we don't feel like we're getting a whole lot of that. So if anybody knows people in Scorpio, I'm gonna say I've been around Scorpios my whole life, and that's just because that's attracted to me in general. When you look at your chart, you'll realize why certain people come around you. It's because that's how it is. Like, what's in your chart is, you'll start realizing, like, the main signs that come into your life, that change your life, that are in your life, friends, family, lovers, whatever. And so anybody that knows people with prominent Scorpio, give them a fucking hug. Give them some fucking love. Like, we need love too. We're like, give out ourselves, and then that's okay though. It would be nice. Just saying. But yeah, it is I love Scorpios though. My middle brother. So I have my older brother Matt, me, and then Clayton is after me, and Josh. But Josh has his moon in Scorpio. Clayton, my mom actually went into labor Halloween night, and she would have probably had him Halloween night. This was what, 96? No, 94. 94. I don't want to say 96. That's Josh. And 94. Yeah, 94. And my dad had to work. He couldn't get off work. So yeah, my mom labored all night, went to the hospital once my dad got off work at like 4 or 5. Actually, I don't know. I could look it up his time. Maybe it was like 9 or 10 a.m. actually. But anyways, my mom was only there for like 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And she said she had him. I was like, damn, that's some badass shit. You labored all that time and like literally like held the baby in. I mean, I guess you can't really hold a baby in, but she, it all works in divine timing anyways. But yeah, my brother is Scorpio, and I'll always remember Clayton when he was a child. Me and Clayton were like this, dude. He was, I would call a teddy bear. I always said he was a teddy bear because he was so like sensitive. He was so just like, I wanted to like wrap wrap around him, like, so I keep him safe, because he was just so, yeah, he was just such a sweet kid and so sensitive. And it's sad because I could see what happens to Scorpios and why they become that, the way that they can be. I'm not saying it's a bad way, but I'm saying when they get defensive or don't want to open up, because I've seen how they get treated by people. And having to kind of fight when no one else is fighting, and you just kind of like, man, I wish someone would just like fucking save me right now, but you gotta fucking do it anyways. Like, but But I always remember that. That's how I always I look at Scorpios like that. Like a fucking teddy bear. Even though they don't, people could not see Scorpios that way. But I'm telling you, that is them inside. Like that is them. And that's what I see. Like it is. I don't know. That's what I see. I'm just like, because I know the sensitivity and the depth and the just, and it's funny. He likes to act like a big macho man. I'm like, I see. I'm a Pisces. You kidding me? It's funny too, Scorpios. I have Scorpios around my whole life. I'm not kidding. I think even my mom had, everybody around me's had stuff with Scorpio. So it's funny. And it depends on what planet it is, but Scorpios, they got their secrets, right? Or they think they do. Yeah, I let them have their secrets. If it doesn't affect me and it's not going to hurt me or cause me any issues, I don't care. Do what, have your little secrets, even though you think I don't know. I do. I can see it. I see it. But that's me. I can feel when energy switches and changes. I can feel when something's off and something's not right. I can like feel when something's going to happen, and especially if it's like a danger thing, I feel it. There's this really bad feeling I get. I'm like, something's not right. And then I'm right. So I just, but it goes with a lot of things. But anyways, I'll never forget. There was a time where I think this Clayton was in high school. He was doing certain things. And I was telling everyone, I was like, he's doing this, this, and this. And everyone's like, no, he's not. No. I'm like, I promise you he's doing that. No, that's not. He's not. No. Sure enough, a few months go by. Lo and behold, it comes out. He was doing exactly as I said. I already knew. It's just so funny. There's actually, I have a video. My brother has a video of this too. My brother has a video of this where I said, I knew it. I knew he's doing that. And he keeps laughing. That's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, I just have that gift. I can see it. I know Scorpios can too, though. Scorpios are very intuitive. They're very in-depth because they're water sign, like us water signs. I don't like how people say water signs are so, what is it? I don't know the word for it. It'll come to me though, maybe. But either way, maybe wishy-washy or back and forth. Yeah, whatever. It's because we're also feeling other people's emotions too. So whenever there's other people, it'll, attach to me, and I'm like, and sometimes I can't figure it out if it's mine or not. So I'm like, what's happening? Why am I feeling this way? That's just weird. And I got to go off alone for a little bit and be like, is this mine? Is this that person's? That's why I need space. I have to have space. I cannot not have space. And I allow other people to have space. And I totally understand. I don't get upset if they want time to themselves, because I have to have space, not only to like go in and figure my shit out, but I also gotta, like, I love to daydream. I love to listen to music. and space out and get things shown to me, sent to me, whatever it is. I can be receptive and present, but I've also loved my space, see creamy self. So I allow other people to do that. And I don't like, you be you, let me be me. Don't try to change me. Don't judge me. Don't criticize me. Don't undermine me. You don't have to be yes man. You don't have to be yes woman, whatever, but don't try to change who I am. Can't expect, everybody to. I've learned after working with the relationship with my mom, because I always knew that I wanted a relationship with my mom. I knew like that was vital to my growth in the future and just for me. And that was the other thing is I forgave my mom for the things that she did because we're all humans. We all make mistakes. We all do stuff. We're not all going to be perfect. We're all going to hurt people. Like I said, every rose has its thorns. So anyways, I didn't forgive my mom for her. I did it for me. And I didn't have a relationship with my mom for her. I did it for me. I knew it was going to be hard. I knew it was going to be difficult. And it fucking was. There was times I wanted to, but it was because we were actually so much alike. I didn't want to ever admit that because there was some serious things needed to be solved with that. And then once I unpacked what was happening and what was going on in her life, it was just like, oh, okay. I realized she had some major things happen, but she did do better with us. But I saw it in a way that was only my way and not other ways of looking at it. And when I stopped expecting my mom and other people to be a certain way with me, like give love or what, like, it doesn't matter. I stopped expecting things is when it grew. And when it got better. Because everybody loves differently, does everything differently. You can't expect somebody to be just like you. You may be a hard worker. You may have all these great attributes, but maybe the other person does too, or friend does, family, whatever. But you can't expect them to hold the same standards and like you can't. Only you can do that for yourself. You can only do that for yourself. You're the one that's responsible of doing that for yourself. Everybody else that comes in your life that is in your life too is a bonus. It's just here to be a bonus in your life. That's it. When you start looking at it like that, you start to not expect so much from other people. And in return, they're not going to expect from you either. And if they do, maybe you don't need them. Or maybe there's also communication. You got to communicate. You can't assume certain things either. You got to communicate. Yeah. I don't even know how we got here. And we're talking about what, Scorpios? And we're talking about my mom. Yeah. When you figure all of that out on your own, you start to not expect it from other people. But it's hard. I do have a tendency of like really getting really into depth when it comes to people and family. I get really engulfed more than others. That's just me. I had to, learn. So that's why I do this. Is I try to get people's brains maybe think in a different way. Might help. It may not. If it doesn't, that's fine. No big deal. Not that serious. But also, where I would butt heads a lot too is I'd be like, oh, that whatever somebody would have a idea or comment, whatever it is, be like, oh, well, that I don't see that working. I do it this way. If this was what works. And we butt heads because it's like that person's like, well, no, it's this. And that works better. Or it's just like, okay, how can we bring both things together to make it into something new and maybe try that. That makes sense. I don't know. But like I said, I'm someone who comes with I like to find different strategies to things and patterns. I'm someone who that's another thing that's funny about Pisces is like this too, and so Scorpio. It's funny. I was just saying that. I want to know everything. I want to know everything about you. But I know I can't. I just want to keep knowing. I want to keep digging and digging and digging and digging. But that's just how I am. I'm just like, okay, let's keep going. Let's next layer, let's go, next layer. But then it's funny because it's like Scorpios will be like, want to know everything, but then they don't want to tell. But it's funny, it's because I figure out ways to do it, but so does Scorpios. They will do it in their own way. If they want to find something out, if they ask or they're trying to, they all have their own different way of doing it. But when they do it, I immediately know that they're trying to get something. And it's just funny. I love it because Pisces is also like that. It's just, we do it in a different way. It's just funny. I just want to know. That's why astrology too. I love astrology because I'm like, how can I know more? Not even about myself, but about other people, like family, friend. I want to know more. But that's just me. Not everyone's like that, and I know that. I care more than others. I love more than others. I just do more than others. But that's the intensity. People are very either not into that or they are. Some people are really off-putted by intense energy, intense. But I'm all for it. I'm like, people come to me all the time that I don't know. I will not ignore them. If somebody comes to me, I will talk to them. Doesn't matter if we're talking about death. Trust me, I've talked about death with plenty of people I don't even know. In the store, in the bathroom. Yes, in the bathroom. On the street. I'm not kidding. There's people that just randomly come up to me and I already know. I was supposed to give them some kind of message, or I was supposed to give them some kind of information. They come to me, I'm going to talk to them. I'm not going to go, oh, sorry. Even if I'm having a bad day, I don't do that. I see it as they were sent to me for a reason. I need to hear what they say. I listen to what they say and I go, okay, what do you need? what do you need from me? Like, what? I'll try to get into that and try talking. If I can't get to that point, then I go, okay, what else is happening? What are you looking for? Like, it's usually somebody looking for something, looking for an answer or sign or some kind of confirmation. But not everyone's like that. I know, but I love it. I love whenever I have those experiences with people I don't even know, never met, don't know. We have these like really in-depth, deep conversations, and they always tell me, you literally just gave me what I was looking for. You gave me an answer, or I never saw it that way. Thank you for helping me or talking to me. And that just makes me feel good. Like I just feel good helping people. I don't need to have that, like, to get something out of it. I just like doing it. And people maybe have a hard time with that because they're like, there's no way that somebody's like that without wanting certain things. Yes, there are things that I do want from other situations, but I don't expect that. But I do also expect, if I'm going to put in as much energy and a love and affection and whatever it is to someone, I do kind of expect that in return. It doesn't have to be the same way as I do it. But I found out if I want that, I have to do that first for myself. I can't look for it in other people to do that. So, yeah. Anyways, I think that's it for today. I hope you guys have a fucking fantastic rest of your week and weekend. Who knows? I'll be back. I just, like I said, I come on when I feel like I need to. That's it. That's it. So, thank you for everybody who watches and supports me, sends me good vibes. Thank you. Appreciate it. I love you guys. Be safe. Love yourselves. Give yourselves that time. Give yourselves time for yourselves. Love for yourselves. Whatever that is for you, do it. And take priority in that. We all have responsibilities. It's all different. Also take time into those too. Try to balance it. I know it's hard. There's times that it's really hard. Like, but if you're having issues maybe with your intuitive or spiritual, or just even with yourself right now, take some time to yourself. You don't have to push. It's ask for help, ask for support. You know, you got it. You're doing amazing. Proud of you all. We got this. We got it. We got it. Tell people, I haven't turned up yet. It's coming. It's coming. You will see. Anyway, love you guys. Bye-bye.